What's up? We are back, and who decides to throw on one of New Zealand's biggest automotive car culture events at the end of the year after having a hectic year of thrashing cars, breaking cars, film shoots, demos, competitions? Well, we do. Mad Mike Summer Bash. We are less than 6 weeks away, and we're going to take you on the road to Summer Bash with a whole lot of work to do in the Mad Lab. So let's go. Alright, so whilst we were in Australia, we had the big contact and crash damage with Fursty. So we knew when it came into the Mad Lab, we had a whole lot of cosmetic stuff to do. We're going to fix up that rack that was underneath, which has still got the little wedge of timber in there that Alex put in there, some little spot welds, give it a bit of a once over, and we should be good to go for Summer Bash, mate. However, the more we dug, the more we found, and so this has now taken a whole lot of time off the boys where they're wanting to be working on Lynx S14. Surprise, this and the actual grill, like this is actually not too bad when you look at it. Like you could probably panel that out, like no worries, to where the and then. Mate, once that went in, there was actually no play. So when I finished the drift, the steering wheel was in the same location as when I started.
And the little nub as well, you reckon?
Yeah, that worked. Let's just keep the rack in its location.
Yep.
It's actually pulled the inner structure off the inner guard.
Oh wow, because it's been flexing.
Yeah, because this runs so much camber, that there would have pushed. And then the other thing was these were pulled so far forward, the actual rose joints at the top were bound.
Oh yeah.
Just the chassis rail flex and it was really bad, so we strengthening the whole front up and changing geometry, changing it to a new rack.
We don't want to move this point because this is our caster.
No, that's perfect.
It's literally we want to move these 2 points here forward as much as we can. And like we're talking, if we even move that 10 mil would make such a massive change.
So what we've got to do on this car is we're going to put a whole new front on it, remount the new PWR intercooler and all cooler. Then we've got to build an exhaust manifold. We've got a big turbocharger sitting on the floor over there to stick in it. That's our backup motor. And intercooler plumbing. Then at the back of the car we're going to put a dry sump tank in, firewall, mount the new radiator system and water pump and everything down the back. And then there's breather tanks and there's just all the stuff that takes all the time in doing fabrication work. So even though this S14 requires a lot of work in a ridiculous time frame, we don't want to be cutting any corners. The holy grail of 20Bs, G45 Garrett, all the goodness. So we know the boys have a mega task on hand, bouncing between all the fleet. The main one's the S14 and Fursty wagon, which have a whole lot of work to be done, and I gotta fly out of here. So I'm gonna leave you with the boys. Chop a leg off.
Al's the demolition guy.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that has to come along and fix up his cutting demo.
And I never cut anything straight, just to piss them right off. Yeah.
I'm carrying with Fursty now,
Yeah.
and Alex is going to do that, so we're just going to keep jumping between cars to try and get them all done. So between myself and Al, we have come up with this new subframe, which is going to house our steering rack, which is, I believe it's a Toyota steering rack out of AE86. Because we just made these long extensions just so we can actually get our datums and start building it. Now I'm actually going to chop them off on angles, give it a little bit of style, and once I've done that part, then we're going to put it into the car and start jigging up and looking at making the mount scenario for the Toyota rack.
And mark the rack ends. Let's get the rack centered, measure it, and let's mark them on the cross member so we can get close to our pickup points. All we need to do is get them at the same distance either side with the rack in the middle, and then that gives us we can mark the cross member where our bottom ball joints go as well.
Yeah.
And then we should theoretically be
Correct.
perfect everywhere.
Well, that's facing back right now, so I need to come back to there to make it square. Basically, if I just make the plate come off the side of this, come down, the space will be tuned up to be right.
That's exactly what I reckon.
Yeah.
And possibly on the other side the same thing. Be perfect, I reckon.
There we have it. Compensating plates for our engine mounts to hang off. That's what those are for. This is a subframe for a Lynx cart there. It's already got the Wise Fab relocation kit for the BMW E46 rack, and now obviously we're putting a 20B in it. We've made some compensating plates here. Well, actually I've got Link to cut them out for me yesterday actually. So he's cut them out, I've cleaned them up, and now I've welded them onto here, so now we can actually grab these, and then these are going to hinge off here. So we're going to bolt this back onto the car.
Yep.
And then we'll get our engine in the right position. I'll bolt these to our sump plate.
Yep.
And then I will tack them onto here, so we know that we've got our perfect location. Then I'll take it back off the car again, and then I'll do a full weld of those.
Yep.
To be honest, these cars are not that structurally sound from new.
Yeah,
you know, they were never designed to have a quad or turbo motor or anything.
Yes,
And now
but
will tell you, like for drag racing and all that, there's a whole bunch of work that goes into stiffening these cars up to make them survive. Because one wheelie at the drag strip and coming back down again, the car's a bloody banana, you know.
Yeah.
I'm back. I got sushi and I got strut tails that have, so we got more cambered than what we started.
This is new too, so you already had these.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be a lot better.
Oh, no lock stops anymore. Sweet, cool.
You see those? We drilled them out. Yep.
Same length as the
Oh, no, they're actually
sushi
slightly
sounds?
shorter.
Oh, shorter.
Yeah,
shorter,
we've
yeah.
done the same as
And
the
a zero
parts.
Ackerman as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
zero Ackerman.
Yeah, so these were, this is a Techno Toy part, and we have now modified it. Even the pickup point we've modified, and yeah, now you can see we're just shaving out, clearancing it. So there's still a lot of strength there, but at the same time, it's going to give clearance. I want to hang those other ones because those are OG Sushi
no, you
ones
can
that you
keep
can't
them.
buy.
Those ones.
Yeah.
You gave them to me. That's
Yeah.
like the godfather of drift, the inventor
Yeah.
of drift gave me those for this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely hang them.
The tube frame looks freaking cool, doesn't it?
She's strong.
Yeah, but look how much further forward this is now. 'Cause
Yeah.
This was way back here before.
Yeah.
So we measured the strut into the place that it started
Yeah.
and then got everything to match it.
Yeah.
So your wheel's still in the exact same spot.
And then what did we decide on the rack? I see
Yeah, that's all
Tony
cool.
message saying that you guys are going to stay with the
Yeah.
Hachiroku
We
rack.
have to, bro, otherwise we're
There's
going
not
to cut
enough
too
room
much
in
up.
here.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, we've got a spare, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
they're just hard to find, but we've got a spare, so that's
Where's the spare? And I've got all new bushes getting made for the back, the real hard.
Oh, yeah.
Hard bushes. So they're coming. They're getting made, machined out.
Well, I've got no money left because I.
Did you put that on the camera?
I'm not allowed to put that on there.
Yeah. That's the original paint was scratching off there, mate.
Used to be white.
I've never scratched this.
It sort of looks like it.
It's definitely not crash damage. Wow, this is cool. Cool, what am I straightening?
No, I think they said it is straight, mate.
Oh,
But yeah, we had to jack this strut tower over this way. 15 mil, was it, Al? Yeah, 15 mil. So, which is all good now. Now we're actually going to reattach this part because this was actually not doing anything.
turned into a lot more work than. Well, we never planned to do anything on this actually, but because we had the crash damage at World Time Attack, it literally dropped the entire steering, subframes, everything, even the sumps coming off the motor, remounting the rack. There's like a lot going on for a repair job. It's now obviously going to make it a way better car, but Link's car's still sitting on the hoist, so the boys are kind of swapping between the two.
So at MadLab, obviously we're very, very busy and we've got a lot happening. At the moment, we outsource all our fabrication work, which actually is a little bit difficult for us because I don't get to work on the cars when they're there. There's been one particular guy who we've always wanted to have here, always thought it was never going to happen, but under a bit of duress, we actually got him.
We'd employed Brendan full-time here at the MadLab to keep things under control with all the fabrication side.
I was going for surgery on Monday, so we've brought Lee that used to work for me back in the day, so he's come on board to help us get Link's car over the line and get that ready for Summerbash, plus all the other projects that are going in the shop. So yeah, very grateful and happy to have him on board and help us get these things done. This is Lee. Lee, say hi to the camera, mate.
G'day camera.
Yeah. First day here, mate, he was in trouble drinking a
Brand awareness is today's lesson.
So he's just actually fitted the body kit to this now.
Yep.
And he's just welded up this bar on here and started looking at mounting the guards and that on. And then once that's done, then we can start looking at mounting headlights, intercooler, oil cooler, so on. So yeah, he's into it. This side is completed now. Obviously we still need to weld that out, but this is all, as you can remember, the punch hole, chassis all kind of out of shape. Obviously it's all gusseted, plates all welded on, strong as anything now. As you can see, this is what it looked like before we welded it out. So we plug weld it, and then obviously joint weld it on both sides, plug weld it on the other side here too, and all welded up, and then we just dressed it all off. So I'm about to weld this one out and clean it all up, and then obviously attach our radius rod pivot point right there as well. And then obviously then we can move on to the next part, which is probably radiator or even mounting the rack, to be honest. Actually I'll need to get on to mounting the rack.
Yep.
So then we can drop the subframe, finish off these, because there's no point welding them out now. I might as well weld it all out of the bench and one go with the rack side of it. So that's our next step, I guess. Yeah.
What's going on, mate? You want to see?
Yeah.
This is a custom colour. I'm actually jealous. Toyo Tires get this colour custom made. This is from Japan. This is the colour that Link's car's gonna go, which is actually the same colour as his MX-5, and you can see how electric. Look at that, like in the sun is just ridiculous. So I'm gonna cut a piece off and give it to Jacob and see if he can match that colour. There you go, there's the colour.
That's sick.
All right, so this is the road to Summerbash. We have an entire fleet to prepare. We have a whole lot of work on our hands. We've got one deadline. That's not even mentioning the issues that we've got with our poster car. But if you want to find live details with a whole lot more information, then madlab.tv is the place. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next episode. Because this thing is just one problem.
So it's got a crack going in the middle of the weld, and then it goes off, and then it will just keep on just going to go wherever it goes.
After the other. After the other. You need a helmet when I'm around, mate.
Engine falls out. Well, we can probably share the